to take your time. What's no rush? I said, baby, I'm a dog.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is honeeykay, and make sure you subscribe because we lit over here, period. Okay, so as y'all can see by the title, I'm doing the dressing room drama video from my last dance, a little bit of the drama that happened behind the scenes that y'all didn't know about in the vlog. But if you haven't watched that vlog, make sure you go watch that vlog first. Stop this video, go watch the vlog, and then come back. I didn't really show much of it in the video, so we're gonna get deep into it in this video. But before I get started, make sure you don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and also hype this video up. YouTube has this new thing that they're doing where you can hype the video, and it actually helps my video even more for free. All you have to do is down below, just push the hype button. If you're confused on where it's at, I'll put it on the screen so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. It's literally right down below the video. Just push that button and it'll help your girl out a lot. So go ahead and do that for me. I'll give y'all a second. Also, let's not forget, shop the merch. Pretty and paid, because my girls are pretty and paid over here, period. And my Pretty Hustler merch. Link is down below in the description box. Go shop the website at the honey pot. Like I said, link is down below in the description box. And okay, let's get right into this story time, y'all. I do want to start this story time off telling y'all a little bit about like the beginning before my last dance. That way y'all will understand why I did or said what I said in the dressing room. Because if I just tell the story, y'all gonna be like, well, why did you even say all that? Like, no, y'all gotta hear from the beginning. And let's not forget, liquor does play a part in this story time. Let me just say that right now. Liquor plays a huge part in this story time, because if I was not tipsy, there was multiple times where I wouldn't have said anything at all. But because I was tipsy, I definitely spoke up. I definitely said something both times, which I take full accountability for, because we know how y'all like to fight in the comments on my story times. I'm telling y'all, my story times be having the girls ready to in the comments, and I just be like, damn, chill, it's okay, you're okay, just enjoy the story. Anyways, this is gonna be a good one. Make sure you get your snacks, popcorn, wine, roll up, do what you gotta do, boo, because we about to get into it. Okay, so let's start off by laying a couple characters out first. There's a group of girls that I work with in the club. Two of the girls I am friends with. Let's name the girl that this story time is like mostly about. We're gonna name her Veronica. No reason, I really don't know why, that just came to my head, so we're gonna name her Veronica. Okay, so me and Veronica, we met at the club. I can't remember if I met her at the club I got fired from or it was the club that I did my last dance at, but I know I met her at one of those, because I definitely did meet her at Crazy Girls. So it was either at Cheetah's or Sam's. I can't remember which club it was because I was working both at the time. So the thing with me is, like, I'm not super trying to make friends in the club. That's just not me. That's not my personality. That's not how I am. So this girl, for some reason, it kind of was given this girl wanted to be my friend, and I could kind of tell, but like, I'm just not super open to new friends. Like, it kind of just has to happen naturally for me, like, at least, because I don't like to force friendships. I'm not really super open to making new friends. Like, if it happens, it happens, and that's just how I am. Like, so especially in the club environment, like, I'm probably more open to making friends if I met you outside the club versus in the club, because girls in the club do not be trustworthy and they be weird as hell. So yeah. So anyways, we met at either Sam's or Cheetah's, and I do specifically remember we ended up talking because we were on a bag together and we were counting a bag, and we did have like mutuals as well. Like, we had both dated guys that were in the same friend group. So like, we knew of each other kind of, but I feel like she knew more of me than I knew of her, honestly, in all honesty. I don't remember how the conversation started, but we just started talking one day, and then ever since then, she followed me on Instagram, I followed her back, and like, she would hit me up every now and then asking me like, oh, how was this club, when she was at the other club, and then I would just tell her. And then like, there were times where I was just like sitting around in the club waiting for the money to come in, and she would just like come sit next to me and start talking and stuff. So I would talk back, obviously, like, I'm not about to be mean. Like, I'm like, oh, hey girl, like, she's like, hey, and then she would just start talking, we would just have a conversation. That's usually how we would talk. We never hung out outside of work, but over time we became like closer, you know, so we started like talking more often. And then I remember when I got fired from Sam's, the manager at Sam's had ended up telling her that she fired me because her and the manager were friends. So Veronica had DM'd me on Instagram and was like, hey, I just talked to blah blah blah, and she told me that you're fired from Sam's now. And she was like, she told me like what happened, but like, I want to hear your side of the story. So I had just summed it up to her, and I told her, and she was like, wow, that's so stupid. Like, I'm gonna try to talk to her because me and her are really close, and like, I'm gonna see if I can convince her to let you come back. I'm like, okay, bet. Like, if you talk to her, just let me know. Mind you, I never asked the girl to talk to her for me, nothing like that. She offered. I said, okay, if you talk to her, just let me know. So she never said nothing after that, so I never asked about it because I never asked you to do it. You didn't say nothing. So I was just like, okay, whatever. But I did not even bring it up to her ever again, nothing like that. I would see her at work, we would still say hi, things like that. Nothing was weird. I really did not care. So like months go by from when we met. We cool. Every time we see each other, we say what's up. We chop it up, we have conversations, we be on sections together sometimes we're not. It is what it is, regular club stuff, you know. But we were never like outside homegirls. We never hung out outside the club. It was definitely just giving my club friend, that was it. So months go by, we've been cool for a few months now. There was a section that had came in, it was some football players, and she knew one of the football players, and they're known for throwing a bag in cheetahs, like they were known. And she was always on their bag, like she knew one of the guys or whatever. And rumor has it, let me not spread no rumors, but rumor has it, yeah, put the pieces together. So yeah, the guys or whatever, they were just like picking their girls, and then the guy had 2 wristbands left. One of the guys gave it to a girl, then he had 1 left, and Veronica tells the guy like, give it to my homegirl, which is me. And I'm like, oh, like, yeah, give it to me. I'm standing right there making eye contact with him. He looking at me, there's another girl next to me. He like, and then he tap his homie. Mind y'all, if you really be in tune with the vlogs, this probably sounds a little bit familiar. So he like, he was like, I don't know. He asked his homie like, who should I give it to, her or her? His homie looked, he was like, her. And he pointed at me. So I was like, period. So he gave me the wristband. Technically, his homie picked me, not Veronica. But I still told Veronica thank you because that's just what I felt like I should have done. So I was like, thank you, girl. She like, no, you good. Like, his homie picked you. I'm like, yeah, but I'm gonna just still tell you thank you because you tried to get me in the section. Like, you told him to pick me. She like, you good, girl, you good. I'm like, okay, bet. Mind y'all, she have a little friend that follow her around. We gonna call her, that's like her only friend for real. Let's call her the sidekick. We gonna call her Sidekick. That's her name, Sidekick. She literally just follows Veronica around, like a little sidekick. So we gonna call her Sidekick. Sidekick don't got much part in the story time, so I really feel like she don't need a name anyway. So anyways, Sidekick was in the section as well. Her and Veronica were always on bags together because they always like knew the same guys, hung out with the same guys outside the club, stuff like that. So they were always on the bags together. So we dancing in the section. They're throwing a bag, stupid bag, like I want to say they threw like 11,000 that night or something like that. And we all came home with like, I don't remember exactly how much, but we came home with a nice amount. It was definitely like a good money count night. And so they threw the bag. We had a ball. I was drinking in the section, got a little tipsy, got a little smidge. Like, you know, I was having a good time. I'm always having a good time when I make a bag. Like, who doesn't have a good time making money? Like, let's be for real. And I think it was like one of my first nights back at work, so I was like, ooh, like, okay, period, welcome me back the right way. So at the end of the night, we're counting our bags and we all on the stage counting our money. Sidekick and Veronica are sitting in front of me. They counting their money in their little matching outfits. And then there's another girl who I really don't mess with like that, but when I'm tipsy, I'm like super friendly. So we just gonna call her old girl. We girls, we counting money, we be chopping it up about all different kinds of stuff. So I was like, oh, is that a new tattoo? Because like it looked kind of fresh and it was like dope as hell. So I'm like, that's nice, like that's new. She like, it's a cover up. Yeah, I just got it. I'm like, oh, that's fire. Woo woo woo. We talking about tattoos and stuff now. I'm talking about my leg sleeve. Veronica started talking about all the tattoos she got because she tatted up too. And somehow Veronica got on the topic of how she had her nigga name tatted like 7 times on her body. And I was just like, oh damn, like you got his name tatted 7 times? So real quick, I'm gonna rewind because I forgot to tell y'all this part. So a month before this exact night that I'm telling y'all about, I want to say it was like this, it was in December of last year, literally a month before this situation. So this situation was in like January. Yeah, this situation was like in January of this year. But a month before that, in December, y'all, I really probably even shouldn't even tell y'all the months, but fuck it, I really don't care. The timeline kind of does tell the story better, so y'all have a better understanding. So because this shit was dragged out for so long, like it shouldn't even been dragged out this long. But anyway, so in December, I was hanging out with my homegirl. We're gonna name her Rose. I was hanging out with Rose. And Rose had told me, she was like, oh, I seen that you be hanging out with Veronica in the club. And like you be around her and stuff like that. Mind you, Veronica has another homegirl. I don't want y'all to get confused. Veronica has another homegirl. We're going to name her, oh my God. Besides Sidekick, Veronica has another homegirl that she would hang out with sometimes, and she would just like smoke hookah with in the club sometimes. If she wasn't with Sidekick, she was with this girl that she would smoke hookah with. So we're gonna name her Silver. So Veronica and Silver were like friends or whatever. But mind you, I don't know Silver. Like, don't even say hi to her in the club, nothing. Have nothing like that. But me and Silver do have mutual homegirls. That's it. Like, we have no other connection besides mutual homegirls. And our only mutual homegirls are girls that work in the club with us. So when I was hanging out with Rose, she had told me, like, in December, y'all, I've seen you like talk to Veronica before, blah blah blah. It was a drug night out. Me and Rose was having a ball. Rose was just telling me like a lot of different stuff and just, you know, talking to me. Mind you, Rose and Veronica are not friends. They do not know each other. They are not friends. So Rose ended up telling me, like, your friend Veronica that I seen you with, she had told me, like, why did I hear that Silver gave neck? You know what I mean? She was throwing that neck back on Veronica, man. That's what Rose told me, that Silver gave some neck to Veronica's man. Mind you, Silver and Veronica be in the club damn near every night smoking hookah together like besties, like hookah partners, you know, literally sucking tips, and she done sucked a different tip. Okay, so anyways, they be smoking a hookah together in the club almost every damn night, and I'm like, never did Silver give neck to Veronica's man and they be smoking hookah together. I'm like, do Veronica know? Rose like, I don't think so, because they really be in a club smoking hookah together. I'm like, no, for real. Like, and if it was me and other people knew, and the girl who's smoking a hookah with me, you know, you suck my nigga, and you see here in my face smoking hookah with me, I'm like, that's scandalous. Like, females be so grimy, like, that's why you just can't trust everybody. So I just put that information in the back of my head. Honestly, I just was like, damn, that's crazy. I was lit when I got that information, so I'm like, damn, that's crazy. I'm not gonna just call Veronica, like, she not really my homegirl, she just a club friend. Now if it was my homegirl, I would have been like, doop, 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 doop. Why did I just hear? But that wasn't my homegirl, so I'm like, I'm not gonna call. Like, I don't even have Veronica's number. Like, that's how much we not friends. So now back to the night we're counting the money after we made a bag together, me, Veronica, and Sidekick. It's like a full month later. It's like January now. So we're in the club counting the money. Back to the conversation about the tattoos and stuff. Veronica says, yeah, I got all these tattoos, blah blah blah. And she's like, I got my nigga name tatted on me 7 times. I said, 7? Damn, the first one wasn't enough. Baby, I was one and done, covered up and done. What? Yeah, no. 7 is crazy. What made you do it 7 times? Mind you, when she said that, I don't know why, but it literally clicked in my head like, oh yeah, you be sharing hookah with that girl who sucked your nigga. Like, and you got his name tatted 7 times. She with the same dude, y'all. I'm like, and you got his name tatted 7 times? And he ain't tell you that he got some head from an old girl that you be smoking hookah with? The loyalty ain't there. Ain't no way I'm getting a nigga name tatted 7 times and he got me walking around looking like a fool. But obviously she did not know, y'all. But at the same time, I did not know if she knew or not. Cause some girls just be like, you know, whatever, he with me now, whatever. A little bit of a backstory though on their relationship. The guy that Veronica was dating, she literally had beef with another girl in the club. So Veronica got her man by taking him from another dancer. Mind you, Veronica was friends with this other dancer. And while they were friends, she introduced her man to Veronica and Veronica took him. We all know how that goes. The same way you get him is the same way you lose him. But hey, that's on you. They've been together for years, so obviously he ain't got took yet. So good for them. But I'm just putting that out there just so y'all can know a little bit about Veronica's character, what type of female she is, and what type of man she have. So just so y'all can like get a full picture. I like to paint the picture. So yeah, anyways, so she was like, yeah, I got his name tatted 7 times. I was like, 7? Low-key like Kevin Hart, like, damn. I'm sorry. That was literally me. She like, yeah, why you say it like that? I'm like, mind y'all, I'm tipsy. I'm like, that just reminded me, I wanted to tell you something. She like, what? I'm like, never mind, nothing. So I'm back to count my money. She like, no, you can't say that. That just reminded you of something that you wanted to tell me. Like, what did it remind you of? I was like, no, nothing, girl. It don't remind me of nothing. I was thinking about something completely different. I knew I fucked up. I was like, I should have just stayed quiet. I should just shut up. I should just let her keep talking about how she got this nigga name tatted 7 times. Like, she was pointing out where she had it at too. Like, I got it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like, girl, I'm just like 7. I was like, nothing, girl, nothing. She like, No, like, tell me right now, tell me. Like, she was not letting up. Y'all know how y'all finna say something and then you be like, never mind, and then people get mad and they keep pressing you and pressing you, and you like, I don't want to say it. Like, shut the fuck up, leave me alone. I don't want to say it. Like, I regret even opening my mouth. That's how I was in that moment, and I'm drunk, so I'm like, leave me alone. Like, leave me alone. I'm like, nothing. She like, no, like, tell me, because like, that's weird that I just said I have my man name tattooed 7 times. I'm like, I'm gonna tell you another time, like, not in front of everybody. Like, I can't tell you in front of everybody. She like, okay, let's go to the side right now then. I'm like, no, let's just finish counting the money. Like, let's just finish counting the money. She like, no, like, I can't keep counting the money if you're not gonna say it. I'm like, girl, you have to like be fucking kidding me. Like, I'm like, girl, you can't be serious. It's not that deep. She like, it must be that deep because you talking about some never mind. Now you acting like you don't want to tell me. You acting scared like you don't want to tell me. Once she said I was acting scared, I don't know why that like triggered something in my head. And I was like, girl, I'm not scared to tell you nothing. Oh my God, y'all. I wish I was not triggered by that word. But like the liquor and then the word scared, it was like, okay, come check this out. So I ended up being like, okay, fuck it. Let's ball. So I put the money down. I'm like, all right, I'm going to come tell you over here real quick. She put the money down. I pull her to the side. I'm like, hey, girl, so I'm not going to lie, like, when you said that, it kind of reminded me of something that I had heard from my homegirl. I was like, I be seeing you and Silver in the club. Like, y'all close? She like, yeah, like, that's my girl. Why? What happened? I'm like, yeah, I be seeing y'all be smoking hookah and stuff together, like, all the time. She like, yeah, that's my girl. She was like, I mean, we have got into it before, but that's my girl, though. I'm like, oh, okay. You know, I had just heard a rumor. I don't know if it's true or not. Like, I don't want to start spreading lies, but I did hear a rumor, and maybe you should know, because if it was me and it was my man and my friend, I would want to know. So I just heard that a couple summers ago, you know, she was throwing that neck back on your man. That's what I heard, but I don't know if it's true. I emphasize, I don't know if it's true. I was not there. I did not see it with my own 2 eyes. Me and Silver are not friends. I do not know if it's true. But I just wanted to let you know, because you be smoking hookah with her. I just don't know if it's true. And like, I don't want to be out here spreading rumors. I'm just telling you what somebody told me. And they told me that they know for a fact that it was true. So she like, who told you? I'm like, I'm not going to hold you. Like, the girl who told me, I just don't even want to involve her name in it. I was like, I kind of really didn't want to tell you for real, but I kind of like feel like if it was me, I would want to know, and me and you are cool. So like, yeah, that's what I heard. So she like, yeah, but who told you though? I'm like, it don't matter who told me. She like, yes it do. I'm like, girl, I'm not finna tell you who told me, because I feel like what I said was already messy and I shouldn't have said it. So just like telling you who said it is even more messy. And I get it. Some people feel like if you're not gonna tell me who the source was, don't tell me at all. I couldn't throw my friend under the bus like that and be like, oh yeah, Rose told me. Like, no, I'm not finna tell you who told me. And plus, when Rose told me, she was drunk as hell too. So I'm like, I don't even know if Rose remembered telling me. So I'm not about to be like, Rose told me, so you can go hit up my homegirl that you don't even know. My homegirl did not know her, but we all had mutuals because we was in the club. So it was word around town. And mind you, it was word around town for a minute. Everybody knew but her. So yeah, there's that. Everybody been knew. Everybody been laughing behind your back. So I'm just the one that ended up being tipsy and ended up telling you. You're welcome. Like, I feel like you should be thanking me. So I told her, like, I feel like instead of being worried about who told me, you should go find out if it's true. Because you be hanging out with the girl, and if it's true, that's scandalous. So she like, yeah, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. I'm like, okay. I go back to count my money. We count our money. She talking. They talking. I'm thinking in my head, like, I shouldn't have said shit. I should have shut up. I should have shut up. But I swear, y'all, if the shoe was on the other foot and somebody knew that I was hanging out buddy with a bitch that sucked my nigga dick and nobody told me, I would be hot. If my homegirls knew that I was hanging out with a bitch that sucked my nigga dick, on me, y'all not my friends if y'all don't tell me. Y'all not. That's fake. Like, that's weird. Y'all letting me sit around here look stupid. Like, no. I would want to know. So I just told her. So I did learn a lesson from this, y'all, but we'll get into the lesson that I learned later on. So we count our money, everything, like, kind of like copacetic. Like, we go home, everything cool. Like, The next day I wake up, I don't hear nothing from nobody. The next day I go to work, but during that next day I did think to myself like, I don't know if I like started something. So like now I'm finna go to work tonight. Is it finna be some drama? So I'm just like, I guess I gotta fuck around and find out, huh? So I'm just like, whatever. I'm getting ready for work. I'll go to work. As soon as I walk in, she's sitting there smoking hookah by herself. Silver is nowhere in sight. I don't see Silver nowhere. I walk up to Veronica while she's smoking the hookah. I'm like, hey girl. I gave her a hug. I'm like, I just kind of wanted to tell you like what I told you last night. I really hope that it doesn't cause any like drama between me and you. I just wanted to let you know what I heard and put you on game, because I feel like other people have heard it too and nobody has told you anything. So I really hope you don't feel no type of way towards me for saying it. I just wanted to put you on game. She like, no, I appreciate you for telling me, because I definitely am gonna get to the bottom of it. I'm gonna figure it out. She like, we good though. I'm like, okay. She was like, but I did want to ask you something else. I was like, oh, what's up? But then the manager had came and told me like, honey K, I need to talk to you in the back, because I had almost got into a fight the night before too with a different girl, which I'll probably do a story time about her too, but that was a whole different story. So I'm like, oh, Guns is calling me. I'm like, I gotta go talk to him in the back because I think he might be suspending me. I gotta go see. She's like, okay, I'm gonna talk to you later. I'm like, okay, bet. So I go talk to the manager. Hey, that's another story for another day. So that night we didn't talk the rest of the night because we were both in sections. The next morning I wake up to a long ass message, y'all. I'm talking about, it was a story time in the DM, like the one I'm telling y'all, literally. I'm like, bitch, who is finna read this? For real. Like, it was so damn long. It was one of them messages like, I'm not reading this. Like, I will read a long message. I have no problem reading. I had just opened my eyes, and it was multiple, back. Like, I'm talking about, what the fuck? Like, girl, you could have called me. I don't want to read all of this. So I closed that motherfucker back. I don't want to read this right now. So I closed it back. And then I get another DM. It say, I see you read my message. I'm like, God damn, girl, I just woke up. Like, I did open it, but I did not read it. You talk about, I see you read my message. I didn't read shit. Actually, I closed that motherfucker. Like, I actually didn't read nothing. I read the first 2 words, and I saw it was talking about, hey, I want to know. And I was like, I don't got nothing to tell you right now. I just opened my eyes. Like, I shouldn't even been on my phone. I should have been praying. So she ends up Instagram calling me. I don't answer because what did you want? So then I end up reading the first little paragraph, and it was just, she was like, hey, I'm not gonna lie, it really is bothering me that you don't want to tell me who said it. She was like, I know you said you don't want to be messy or like throw your friend under the bus, but I just feel like you should really tell me who said it. So like that was mostly like of what I had read, and I really didn't read much else. And then she ended up calling me on Instagram. She was like, I just feel like you need to tell me who said it so I can get to the bottom of it, who's running their mouth about my relationship and spreading rumors about my relationship and blah blah blah. I was like, honestly, what is me telling you who said it gonna do for the situation? Like, the person who told me does not talk about you. She does not even know you. She only told me because she seen me hang out with you, and she felt bad seeing you hang out with a girl that's such your man's thing. So she like, if she don't know me, then how does she know Silver? I'm like, she don't know Silver either. She like, so how does she know about this? I'm like, because she heard it from somebody else. She said, so then I need to know who she heard it from. I'm like, I don't know who she heard it from. Obviously, people was playing telephone with your business, and I don't know who picked the phone up first. Girl, so I can't tell you who started saying it. But at the end of the day, it's only a rumor if it's not true. So did you find out if it's true? She was like, yeah, I talked to my man about it. He said it was before we started dating. I'm like, okay, well then there you go. It's not a rumor. It's not like my friend Rose is sitting here spreading rumors about you. She heard something that was true, and she told me because she felt bad for you. Like, you're welcome that you don't have to sit around smoking hookah with somebody that gave your nigga head. Like, I honestly feel like you should be saying thank you, honestly. But hey, she was like, yeah, he told me that it happened a long time ago at a party. They were all drunk and it just happened, blah blah blah. And she was like, and I was always wondering why he told me like not to hang out with her, and now I know why, but he never would tell me why. I'm like, ooh, that's when a nigga tell you not to hang out with a female, sometimes it be a reason, okay? And that was his reason. He just didn't want to tell her why, which is scandalous, because like, for your nigga not to tell you and for her not to tell you, That is weird, and that they are both scandalous for that. Neither one of them is my relationship or my friendship, so you deal with it how you please, boo. So she was just like, yeah, it just really pissing me off that people was going around spreading my business about my man and my friendship when I didn't even know about it and blah blah blah. Like, I need to know who said it. I'm like, well, if you found out that it was true, mind y'all, we on the phone. I'm like, well, if you found out that it was true, what difference does it make about who told me? Like, what difference is that gonna make? Like, you found out that it was true. Now do what you please with the information. Handle the girl, Silver, how you want to handle it. Either you want to keep being her friend or you don't. Handle your man how you want to handle him. Either you want to be with him or you don't. What the is me telling you who told me gonna do for you? It still happened. You still been smoking hookah with the bitch. It's not gonna change nothing. So I'm like, I'm not telling you, girl. Like, I'm not gonna tell you who told me. She was like, well, if that's really your friend, you would have never even told me from jump. Like, you wouldn't even told me what she told you. I'm like, you're right. I shouldn't have told you shit, because now you bothering me. Leave me alone. Like, you got the information. Say thank you and move on. I was really confused on why she wanted to know who said it. After y'all find out something like that is true, are you going to be obsessed with where the information came from, or are you going to be obsessed with the fact that it was true and you've been hanging out with this bitch? Like, I feel like you're worried about the wrong shit, for real. Mind y'all, the girl who told me doesn't even know Veronica. Rose does not know Veronica at all. So once I done finally got it through her head, like, I'm not going to tell you who, like, you can keep asking me, but I'm just not going to tell you, babe. There's nothing that you can say that's going to make me tell you. So where do we go from here? Because, like, how can we move forward? Like, she like, I don't know, that's just weird as fuck. Like, it's not even like I'm trying to be messy because it's my nigga and my homegirl. So, like, I just want to know, like, the person who told you is the messy one. I'm like, not really. They were just trying to look out. Like, if in all honesty, she was just trying to look out for you, and she don't even know you. So I was like, she didn't tell nobody else because she don't even know nobody that you know to tell them. She literally just told me because she knew that we knew each other. I'm like, but girl, I gotta go. I'm gonna start my day. Like, I hope you figure it out. Like, I wish you the best. I'm sorry that this happened. I hate that you had to find out this way. So I don't go to work for a minute, like, because y'all know sometimes I will. If you don't watch my vlogs, then you wouldn't know, but like, sometimes I would not go to the club for like a week, 2 weeks. Like, I would take breaks from the club. So after this situation had happened, I don't think I went to work until like the next weekend. So I wasn't worried about them or what they had going on, y'all. I did not care. So when I went back to work, mind y'all, Veronica haven't spoke to me about the situation or nothing like that. Silver, me and her don't know each other at all. I didn't tell Rose nothing because it was nothing for me to tell her. Like, what am I gonna bring Rose into it for? Because it's not like Veronica knew Rose told me anyway, so there was no point in me telling Rose anything either. So like, I literally moved on with my life. Like, I have so much other shit that I have to think about. I'm not thinking about y'all situation. Like, I'm really not. So I go to work. Usually Veronica like comes up to me and speaks. She'll be like, hey boo, and give me a hug. So I'm in the dressing room. Mind y'all, like I said, it's like a week later. So I see her walk in. We literally made eye contact. She ain't say nothing. So I'm like, oh, she must be mad because I don't want to tell her who told me. So I'm just like, okay. It's not that deep. It's really not. Like I said, I did learn something from this. And I'll just tell y'all right now what I learned from this. Everybody doesn't want to know. They will be mad at you for telling them the truth about a situation. Let's just make that clear. Like, some people rather not know the known. They like to be left in the unknown. And this is what I learned from this situation. Because, like, me, if you know something about my nigga and you be around me, I would want you to tell me. And if you don't tell me, we gonna have a problem. I literally fell out with a girl because of that. That's gonna be another story time. I just thought about that. That's gonna be another story time. Anyways, if you know something, I don't care. If you saw him pumping a female gas, tell me. I see your nigga at the Arco pumping his gas. What? You saw my nigga doing what? Who? Who was it? What kind of car was it? I wanna know. I don't wanna be left in the unknown. But I had to realize that some women rather not know. And I feel like Veronica is one of those women who just rather not know. So that was my bad. I should just let you walk around, la-di-da-di-da, smoke hookah with the girl, and never said nothing. She wasn't talking to me no more. Went about my damn day. After that work night of us not talking at all, wake up the next morning to another paragraph. I just want to know because now me and Silver are not talking. and I'm trying to get to the bottom of who told you, and I think I know who it is, blah blah blah. I'm like, you don't know who it is because the person doesn't even know you and you don't know the person, and if you think you know who it is, you're probably wrong. I'm gonna just tell you that. She like, well, I'm gonna find out because it obviously has to be somebody that knows Silver. I said, the girl that told me doesn't even know you or Silver. She like, so then how does she know that Silver did that? I'm like, because she heard it from somebody else. People will run with information and go tell the next person. That's how. She's like, you could just say who said it so I could find out who told them. I won't even be mad at your friend. Like, just tell me so I can ask her who. No. Like, do you comprehend the words that are coming out of my mouth? No. Period. End of story. So, yo, I literally just started leaving her on scene. And then she was just like, see, you're messy. Because if this person was really your friend, you never would have told me anyways. Now she getting mad. Now she just DMing me all type of stuff, like trying to talk mess in my DM. She like, I don't know how you consider that being real when you weren't real for even throwing your friend under the bus. I said, I never threw my friend under the bus. Baby, the bus is still rolling. She never got thrown under the bus because you don't know her name. You're not about to make me feel bad. You're not. Make Silver feel bad. Make your nigga feel bad. You can't make me feel bad. So she just talking to herself in my DM at this point. At first I felt bad for her. I'm like, damn, like that's fucked up. But then I started to get annoyed when she just kept asking me the same questions. Then on top of that, when I walked in the club last weekend, you act like you didn't know me. So like, let's just keep it at that. At this point, I really don't care too much. So time goes on, y'all. Well, after she blew up my DM, I guess she went on her own little investigation to try to find out. And I don't know how that went for her until about a month later, y'all. So I guess this was eating her up so bad that she was investigating for a whole month. So y'all remember how I went to Gallentine's in February? One of my homegirls that was at the Gallentine's with me, well, two of my homegirls, why did she hit them up while we were at the Gallentine's and gonna say, honeeykay told me that you're the one who said Silver sucked my nigga dick. So now you're trying to start shit at the Gallentine. When my homegirls know I ain't say no shit like that. Like, my homegirls know. Girl, what? And one of my friends that she had told that to, I hadn't talked to her in like a long time before the Gallentine's. So I had no time to even tell her. So she was like, I know that's not true. Like, I haven't even talked to you. This is our first time seeing each other in mad long. I'm like, right. So I don't even know why she tried that. But she tried that because that specific friend knows Silver. Mind y'all, I don't even know Silver. What would make you think Silver would come up in our conversation? But I mean, hey, whatever. I feel like she was thinking in her head, like, I'ma just say this, and then if it's true, they gonna just say it's true. Like, oh yeah, I did tell honeeykay that, but why would she tell you? But no, you did not get to the bottom of your investigation. You just look crazier because it's a whole month later. Like, so my homegirl, like, you know, why did Veronica I'm like, what the I'm like, she is really weird. Like, she is weird. Like, she is obsessed with trying to figure out who told me. Like, this is crazy. Like, girl, you got the information, hang it up. So then my other homegirl that was at the Gallentine's ended up telling me the same thing like a little bit later, and I'm like, no way she hit you up too. I said, I think she just going down the list. I think she just going down mutuals of who knows Silver and who knows Veronica and who knows honeeykay. Like, at this point, girl, I told you, the girl who told me don't know you. Rose don't know you or Silver. She heard it from somebody else, but she might be trying to figure out who Rose heard it from. So I'm like, I give her that. Maybe she's trying to figure out who the source is. And my homegirl like, did I tell you that? I'm like, no, you did not tell me that. I'm like, my other homegirl told me. She like, oh, okay, because she was like, I'm just trying to make sure I wasn't the one who, she was like, I don't remember telling you that, but I just had to make sure, because I'm like, what is she talking about? Like, why would she hit me up saying that if she not sure? I'm like, I don't know why she hit anybody up saying it, because she not sure about shit. She just trying to get some information. She fishing for something, and ain't no fish catching the hook. And comment down below if y'all would have been upset at the person who told you, which is me. Like, which one matters to y'all more, the source or the situation? She tried to stir some tea up and start some drama during our girls' night, which did not work. She definitely failed with that one. So I did end up going back to work, seeing her at work multiple times. The girl never said anything to me. I did notice that her and Silver were no longer hanging out. They did not talk at all. So yeah, I really didn't think about it. I didn't care that me and Veronica didn't talk no more. It just was what it was. she felt some type of way. I really did not understand why she was upset with me, but you know, to each his own. Like, if you're upset because I didn't tell you who told me, then fine. So months go by, you guys, and when I mean months, I mean months. That was in February that situation happened. This is a whole new situation that I'm about to tell y'all about that happened literally like 2 weeks before my last dance, you guys. But I'm also gonna rewind really quick to a point in time where it was before I even told Veronica about Silver and her man. We were friends at this time. I gotta tell y'all this little quick backstory so y'all can understand why the next drama happened as well. Like, this girl is just weird as hell. Like I told y'all, me and Veronica had dated guys in the same friend group. So the man that she was with before she was with the guy that Silver gave head to, he is friends with a guy that I used to date, and they would hang out and stuff, but we never hung out with them together. She just knew of me because of the guy I was talking to, but I really didn't know about her. Like, I really didn't. So the guy that I was dating in their friend group, he would always come over my house. I live in a certain area in LA, so I guess when he would be over here, he had her man drop him off over here a couple times. Mind you, my man had a car, but they would be together a lot, and they would be riding in his car a lot of times. So sometimes he would drop him off, but it was like a lot of times, but it was like a few times that I could remember, like, okay, he did drop him off here. So it was one night at the club that the guy that she dated in the friend group, he had came to Cheetah's and threw a bag on her, and she had ended up coming over to me, talking to me or whatever. She was like, that man never gonna leave me alone. Like, he always gonna talk to me no matter what. Even though I got a new man, he always gonna be there, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, girl, that's how these niggas be though. They don't be going nowhere. They be on standby. She was like, yeah, but it's just funny because like he really only throws money at me. I'm like, I've seen him throw money at other girls before. Mind you, he has thrown money at other people, and I know for a fact he's thrown money at other people. And other people in the club know too. Like, I guess I could have just went along with it, like, yeah, girl, he only throw money at you. But she was like, I mean, yeah, but like, if he have who, and like, did they do anything? I'm like, girl, nah, I don't know about all that. I just know I've seen him throw money at other girls before. She like, well, I do know that he used to talk to your friend's friend. I was like, what friend? And she named my friend. We gonna name my friend Clover. We gonna name her Clover. So she was like, yeah, he talked to Clover, homegirl. Mind you, the girl who she named, who's Clover homegirl, passed away. I've never met Clover's homegirl. That was Clover's best friend. She passed away before I even started dancing, so I never met this girl. Rest in peace to her. So I would never need to bring her up ever, you know? She was like, yeah, like, he messed around with Clover homegirl. She was like, but I'm not gonna lie, like, Clover your homegirl, and you telling me you never heard nothing about him and Clover or him and her homegirl? I said, no. Me and Clover is like this. So no, I haven't heard anything. She like, well, yeah, I just think it's crazy because from what he told me, Clover and him messed around, and him and Clover old best friend that passed away messed around too. Yeah, he told me that when I was on the phone with him when he was dropping off what's the name to your house. I'm like, oh, for real? That's weird that came up at that time. That's weird. So I like end up changing the topic or whatever. The next day I end up calling my homegirl up like, Clover, why did Veronica tell me last night like she knows that your best friend who is no longer here and you messed around with the same dude, which is her ex? She like, what? That never happened. And why is she even speaking on my homegirl that passed away? I'm like, girl, I don't know. That's what she told me. Like, I'm letting you know. She like, nah, she's weird as. Nah, if I see her and I ask her about it and then I just suck her in her mouth, as soon as she tell me, then what? I'm like, don't hit her in her mouth. Like, I told her, like, I don't care if you tell her because you my homegirl, and yes, I told you. Like, it is what it is. Like, yeah, I'm gonna tell my homegirl that you sitting here saying that. And so she like, okay, thank you for telling me. Clover did not end up saying nothing to the girl because Clover had her own other stuff going on, and she was like, I really don't care, because Clover didn't mess with the dude no more. So she was just like, I don't really care. So Clover ended up letting it go, not even saying nothing to Veronica at all. And yeah, we all moved on with our lives. Me and Veronica was cool for the meantime. Now fast forward back to after the Gallentine. After the Gallentines, I was in February. My club closed in March. I did not dance that whole time from March until my last dance, which was this month in August. So I didn't talk to Veronica since was January. So January, February, she brought up the thing at the Gallentines. That was a fail. She thought she was doing something she didn't. But I let it go again because I'm like, whatever. She's obsessing over it. Then March, we did not talk. My club closed. April, May, June, July. You guys, 6 months. July. So July, right? So in July, 2 weeks before my last dance, my homegirl Clover texts my phone like, call me when you wake up. Call her when I woke up. She like, girl, you will never guess what happened last night. I said, what? She said, why did Veronica come to me in this section while I'm dancing in the section making money? She comes and pulls me and says, hey, I need to talk to you. And my homegirl Clover like, about what? I'm in a section right now. Mind y'all, Veronica's not even in the section with Clover, nothing like that. She was sitting across the club with Sidekick and came all the way over to Clover's section and was like, hey, I need to talk to you about something real quick. Clover's like, I'm in the middle of making a bag. Can it wait? She like, no, like I really need to talk to you really quick. Like, can we just go to the bathroom really quick? I just want to tell you real quick. Clover like, if it's that important, just give me a second. So Veronica's like, okay. Veronica sits right there outside the section and waits for her. Like if she just had to tell her. So Clover stops dancing in the section. She goes to the bathroom with Veronica and Veronica's like, hey, so mind you, this is what Clover is telling me word for word on the phone the next day that Veronica told her in the bathroom. She like, hey, so I just wanted to let you know that I seen you and honeeykay hanging out and I know y'all are like friends or whatever, but I just wanted to let you know that she had your name in her mouth real bad. She was going around telling your business and I was just sitting with Sidekick and I had seen you and I told Sidekick the story and Sidekick was like, well, you should let her know that her friend honeeykay is talking about her because I would want to know if my friend is talking about me. So Veronica's like, so I just wanted to tell you, like, it was one night me and honeeykay were in the club and she was just telling me all your business, telling me who you messed with and how you and your best friend that passed away were messing with the same guy. Y'all were messing with the same guy after she passed away though. Like you started talking to him after she passed away. Mind y'all, I did not even know her friend that passed away. Did not know the girl. So Clover's like, oh really? What did she say? She was like, yeah, she was telling me how your friend was messing with him back in the day, blah, blah, blah. Mind you, Clover's in her head like, honeeykay doesn't even know her. So this already sounds like a lie. So she's like, tell me more. She's like, yeah, I just want you to know, like, I don't have any problem with you. Clover's like, why would you have a problem with me? Why would I think that you have a problem with me? She's like, oh no, I'm just saying, like, I don't have a problem with you. I just wanted to let you know, like, your friend's fake. And like, she just came in up to me and randomly was telling me like all your business and all your friends' business. And then she goes and says, so when the guy she was messing with got dropped off, the guy that I was talking to, so yeah, we're gonna give the guy a name, is the same guy that she was trying to figure out who else he messed with in the club. So we're gonna name him Bird. So she was like, yeah, when Bird was dropping off his homie to honeeykay's house, Bird had told me like that he met you at Crazy Girls and he was telling me that y'all messed around at like a private party or something like that. She like, honeeykay doesn't even know anything about me doing a private party for Bird. She was like, oh, okay, so was it Bird that told you or was it honeeykay that told you? She was like, no, I mean like they both told me. She's like, so who told you first? Because you just told me that honeeykay told you. Now you're saying Bird told you when he dropped off honeeykay's man to her house. Clover says she started tripping over her words and stuff. So that's when Clover knew she was lying. And also keep in mind, y'all, I don't know her friend that passed away. And I also called her immediately the night after Veronica had told me the tea about Bird. So Clover literally already knew everything. So Veronica just looked like a messy ass bee. Like she just looked messy as hell. Clover already knew all the tea. So Clover was like, tell me more, like just telling her, like letting her run her mouth or whatever. She was like, oh, that's interesting. Okay. She was like, well, let me tell you this. Keep my friend that's passed away name out of your mouth. That's all I gotta tell you. She's like, no, like I really wasn't even gonna say anything to you about it. Like I don't talk about you or her. But Sidekick was really telling me that I should just let you know. So like I don't want any problems. I want us to be cool. Like I'm actually really cool with you. I don't want no beef. I just wanted to let you know because I saw you hanging out with honeeykay on Instagram and I would hate to see you hanging out with somebody who's fake. So Clover's like, okay, well, thank you for telling me. I'm gonna go back to my section now and keep making my money. Keep my friend's name out of your mouth before I have to hurt somebody, because I don't play about my friend. She's like, no, girl, like, I do not talk about her, like, at all. I do not talk about her. I just wanted to let you know. So as long as we're good, it's good. Clover's like, I'm good. I'm gonna go make my money. Clover says she went to go make her money, and Veronica was just like trying to like kiss her ass all night. I'm like pissed. When she told me this, I'm like, this girl really does not stop. Like, I'm so glad I called you, Clover, the night after she told me, so that this wouldn't even be a situation. Like, if I never would have told you, you might have thought like I did say that. She's like, girl, no, I wouldn't have thought nothing. Clover's like, I wouldn't have thought nothing because you don't even know my homegirl that passed away. And she was tripping up on her words anyways. And I know you would never tell my business. I'm like, you know me. You know I would never tell your business. Whether you mess with him or you didn't mess with him, I would never tell anybody. So why would I talk to Veronica about that? She was like, girl, I know. I'm like, yeah, that's weird. She was like, and you already told me the next day, literally. I was like, literally called you the next day to let you know that that girl had your name in her mouth. She like, yeah, girl, and she got a history of being messy. She was like, you already know what she did to her last friend. That's why she don't keep no friends. Clover, like, she literally took her homegirl's man. Everybody knows her for throwing rocks and hiding her hand. That's how she is. So then it made me irritated because I knew my last dance was in 2 weeks. And I was like, this girl is literally trying to start some drama between me and one of my homegirls. I really don't roll with that. I don't like that. I was really debating between DMing her and like leaving it alone because I knew I was gonna have my last dance, and I was just like going back and forth, like, do I want to say something, do I not want to say something? Because why are you trying to start drama between me and my friend? You're weird as hell. Like, and why do you still have my name in your mouth in July? Bitch, I haven't talked to you since when? Like, girl, the situation with Silver and your man, obviously you're holding on to that grudge so much that now you're trying to start drama for me and my homegirls. Weird as fuck. So I'm like, how do I do this? How do I play this out? Because I literally have my dance in 2 weeks. If I hit her up on some shit like, bitch, you're being weird as fuck, why are you trying to lie to my homegirl and start drama between me and my homegirl? I'm like, but if I do that, she could be weird and tell the manager like, oh, I don't want honeeykay to do her last dance here because I'm scared, or I don't want it to be no drama. And then I didn't want the manager to be like, you can't do your last dance here. You know, like, because her and the manager are really close. So I'm just like, how do I play this out? I'm like, you know what? Let me just bite my tongue with this one. Sweep it under the rug. She's obviously obsessed with me and can't get enough of me. So even though I have not been to work in over 5 months, she's still talking about me at her place of work. It is what it is. She's still upset because I told her that she was smoking hookah every night with a bitch that sucked her nigga dick. I guess she just holding on to that and she's trying to start stuff for me. So I'm just like, I'm gonna let it go because I feel like that was like the smartest thing to do. I didn't want to fumble my bag because of her. I was not about to allow her to do that to my bag. So I'm like, nah, I'm gonna let it go. And if I see her at work, then I see her at work, and then we can handle it there, period. But I'm also not about to handle it at work and get sent home for fighting you. I'm like, let me just let it go. And then so them 2 weeks pass. It's the night of my last dance. I get to work really early, like y'all seen in the vlog. And this is also one of the reasons why I was like, let me wear some tennis shoes to work instead of some heels, because you just never know what somebody might be on. So I get to work, y'all, and as I seen in my last vlog, I had a cool little night. As the drinks were flowing and the money was being made, guess who walks in? Veronica. Hey, miss, I can't keep honeeykay name out of my mouth. Even though she haven't been in the club in 5 months, I still am talking about her, even to her friends. As if her friend wasn't gonna come and tell her. So she walked in, I kind of giggled. I ain't gonna lie, I giggled. She couldn't hear me, the music was loud. As y'all seen in the vlog, that's why I was like, keep my name out your mouth. Keep my name out your mouth. These hoes can't keep my name out their mouth. That's why I was singing that. So she goes to the back, get dressed, whatever. I'm in my own section making my money, minding my business, not even worried about her. I don't even see her. She does not exist in my world. I'm having a ball at my last dance. I go to the back to go change my shoes because them sparkly dangling shoes was giving me a hard time. So I'm like, I'm finna change my shoes. So I go to the back, and guess who else is in the back? Veronica. And guess who else is in the back? The girl that I did the Zeus Network Storytime on. She's back there. What did I name her in that story time? I think I named her Hustle. Yeah, so Hustle was in the back. If you seen that story time, if not, make sure y'all go watch it. So I walked in the back first, and then I seen Hustle and Veronica, and I was just like, oh wow. And I'm tipsy, y'all. Nah, F tipsy. I was drunk, okay? I was drunk. I got a shot in my hand. I literally went back there real quick with my shot in my hand because I keep my drink on me. I don't be leaving my drink around, nothing like that. I keep my drink with me. My drink gotta stay with me. If I'm sipping on it and I want to keep sipping on it, it's gonna stay with me because I don't need nobody doing nothing funny to my drink. I look and I just laugh. I said, this is so funny. And then right after I said this is so funny, my homegirl walks in the back. I'm like, hey boo. She like, hey. I'm like, take a shot with me. She like, okay, let's take a shot. I'm like, okay, we're gonna go to my section and take a shot right now. She like, okay, bet. And then me being a little tipsy, y'all, I'm not gonna lie, the liquor kind of got the best of me. So I ended up saying like, yeah, girl, we gonna take a shot to bitches still having my name in their mouth, even though I haven't been in the club in over 5 months. She starts laughing. She like, girl, you are funny as hell. She gonna say, you know how bitches be? They love to run their mouth in this motherfucker and then not do nothing about it. I said, no, literally. But we gonna leave it to the birds to do that. That's literally what I said, y'all. Oh my God, I was so drunk and just like, I low-key I was wrong. I will take accountability. I was wrong. But I also was irritated that bitches just have my name in their mouth still to this day. And it was like both the females I don't like is right here. So it's like, and mind y'all, Hustle, I gave her another chance after that Zeus Network story time. She did something else very, very weird to me after I gave her another chance. I have not told y'all about what she did. I'll probably do a story time on that another time, but there's a reason why I don't like her now. And it's not because of that Zeus Network night. It was something way worse. I had cut her off after the second situation that she had did. So yeah, I had said that or whatever. And then literally it was just crickets. Nobody said nothing. And the house mom was like, honeeykay, stop it. You're having a good night, mommy. You're having a good night. You don't need to be worried about anybody. I'm like, yeah, I'm not worried about nobody, but obviously they be worried about me, and I'm just so confused on why they still be worried about me months and months later. Like, isn't it old? Don't you get tired of having me on your mind? Let me go back out there and make my money though. And then my homegirl, she laughing, and then I'm like, come on, come take a shot with me. And she's like, okay. I'm like, wait, let me change my shoes first. I did not even change my shoes yet, y'all. So I'm changing my shoes. Nobody's saying nothing. Literally, nobody is saying anything. Mind you, some people feel like if it's not directed, it's not respected. But baby, I was drunk. In that moment, I just felt like, let's see if she gonna say something. Neither one of them did, for real. Either one of them could have felt like I was talking about them. But I feel like Hustle don't really be having my name in her mouth. So she probably knew I wasn't talking about her. But as far as Veronica, you for shit show know I'm talking about you. But she is the type to throw rocks and hide her hands. So it was like, am I surprised? No. So I'm changing my shoes. I ended up walking out the dressing room, y'all. That was it. That was literally it. I did not see Veronica the rest of the night. That wraps up the rest of this story time. Let me know down below if y'all would have let Veronica know about Silver and her man. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I hope y'all enjoyed this story time. Make sure you don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Make sure you turn your post notifications on so you can be notified every time I post a video, because who don't want to watch my videos? Everybody want to watch my videos, period. Don't forget to hype this video up as well. I love you guys so much. And make sure you interact with the video so I can get y'all some more story times, because I know y'all like my story times. Tap in with your girl, show some love, and yes, love you guys. I also forgot to say this in the story time. I did run into Silver multiple times in the club after the situation came out with me being the one who told Veronica that Silver gave Veronica man head. And you know what's funny? Me and Silver actually did a music video together, seen each other in the club and everything, and she's never brought it up to me. Never, not once. She's never came up to me and was like, why did you tell Veronica, or who did you hear it from? She's never brought it up to me. Me and Silver have mutual friends, and when we see each other, it's no beef. I just wanted to throw that in there just for anybody that was curious.